All right,
Playoff P.
moving on to playoff P. The Clippers' six-time All-Star Paul George recently said his shoulder is fully healed and he's, quote, feeling back to myself again. Nick, how much more dangerous do the Clippers get if we do, in fact, see playoff P?
Well, yeah, they'd be super dangerous. If playoff P is a thing that actually exists, Jenna, this is something everyone talks about. It's kind of like Bigfoot. Like, everyone talks about it, but who has actually ever seen it? Or at least seen it in the last half decade? Paul George hadn't played out of the first round since 2014. And every year when his season ends, it's usually because he wasn't very good. 8 of 18 with 7 turnovers in the final game in 16. 5 of 21 in the final game in 17. 2 of 16 in his final game in 18. And then last year, in the one game the Thunder won in the playoffs, he was 3 of 16. Like, Wilds, I don't know where this playoff P moniker came from, but the record doesn't seem to support it.
Well, I think it all goes back to that LeBron series with the Pacers. But quick question, when you talk about who has seen it in the last half decade, are you talking about Paul George or are you talking about Bigfoot there? Have you been tracking
I'm talking
Bigfoot
about playoff
sightings?
P and Bigfoot, both. Yeah, both. There's been a few sightings, but not many in the last half decade.
All right, ending with a thumbs down and some breaking news. Lakers guard Rajon Rondo suffered a broken right thumb in practice Sunday night. He will undergo surgery. He's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. Look, Nick, you've been down on Rondo all season. How much do you think his absence will actually affect the Lakers' title chances now?
All right, so this is tricky, Jenna, because you're absolutely right. But prior to the Avery Bradley injury, my biggest concern with the Lakers is Rondo going to play too much? And now that is removed. So the good side of this is that Rondo's removed and the coaching staff is forced to see what the rotation looks like with more Alex Caruso minutes, maybe more of the street free agent guys they brought in, because Rondo's been that type of bad the 2 years with the Lakers. The bad with this is the Lakers had 2 guys that could competently guard opposing point guards. They're now both gone. Avery Bradley's gone, Rajon Rondo's gone, and one of the weaknesses going into the year was who's going to guard the opposing team's point guard. So both those guys are gone now. But the reality for the Lakers, Antoine, is very simple. It just means heavier is the head that wears the crown. LeBron's not only going to have to be brilliant, he really can't leave the court. Can we show all the Lakers perimeter guys with LeBron on, with LeBron on versus off? Every single guy they got, when LeBron's on the court, the team is awesome. Everyone except Danny Green, when LeBron's off the court, struggles immensely. So, Antoine, to me, this is just, it's another reminder. LeBron better be ready for 40 to 42 minutes a night immediately. No. You got to hope he's in shape. You got to hope if he can do that, then the Lakers will be fine, and they actually might be better off because Rondo won't be soaking up minutes. If he can't, then I think you're going to miss the extra ball handling Rondo can give you, Antoine.
This is a tough one because obviously I'm a huge Rondo fan. This is disappointing to see him have to go through this. I know he's seeking another title. But for the Lakers, it becomes a problem with their second unit because this is a guy that can come in and actually create off the dribble, get shots for guys. He allows LeBron James to rest probably 4 to 5 minutes and the team be okay. I know, Nick, you go inside the numbers and you said his numbers are not that great. But when you talk about playoff Rondo, a guy who's been there, or guys who understands the game, he trusts him. Now, I do go the other way. I think Frank Vogel overextends his minutes at times. So this forces him now to maybe play a J.R. Smith, a Dion Waiters, some other guys with more offensive talent. So that could help the Lakers out. So you take a lot of pressure off LeBron as far as having to get 30 every night. But this is a tough one. But one thing that's going to be good, Rondo can be on the sideline. He still can be a coach off the bench. We know how his IQ for the basketball game. But this would not affect the Lakers getting to the championship. I would love to say that because I am a huge Rondo fan, but they'll be able to move on. They'll miss him a little bit in the second unit. But like you said, Nick, LeBron will going to have to get ready to play 40 minutes because they don't have a lot of playmakers now besides LeBron.
All right, just there's a few things. One, did you see, can we run that video again, Katank? Did you see LeBron dribbling that tiny basketball? I didn't realize that we had that video. I would have blown up this question like Nick blew up the earlier question. Watch this. Normal basketball, I'll just keep talking about Rondo until we get to the miniature basketball. Then I'm going to freak out because I've never seen that move specifically by LeBron. Look, Nick, there's been a lot of complaints about the food down in the bubble, but I think everyone's going to be okay once they feast on the Lakers' defense. Oh, here's still regular ball. Watch it. Here comes the miniature ball, Nick. Watch. Here comes the miniature ball. Darn it, still regular LeBron.
I'm excited for it.
Okay. Here it is, miniature ball.
There it is.
Have you seen that,
baby
Nick?
ball.
Yeah.
Baby ball.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Anyways, hey, let's throw up the graphic of the defensive problems that the poor Lakers are going to have once they go up against this juggernaut on offense. First of all, you know the Blazers are getting in. I know Myers Leonard's shotgunning Beers, which doesn't make me feel too great about the Blazers' chances. I'd rather just see like some more vegetables and just regular, you know, nutritional stuff. But there's Dame and CJ. If they get in, Nick, I know you don't think they're going to. Then you've got this duo, 2 MVPs, Russ and Harden. And then you got playoff P, who you don't think exists in Kawhi. I don't know if Quinn Cook, J.R. Smith, and Dion are supposed to guard these guys, Nick. I feel terrible for them. And then, Antoine, I'll throw it back to you. What is a reasonable amount of minutes that LeBron should play?
I mean, obviously, it's playoff time, so he should be playing 40 minutes a night. But the thing is, can you be effective the eight minutes that he's going to be off the court? That's the main thing. LeBron should be prepared to play 40 minutes a night, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want to play 40 minutes a night. But you got to be able to get some production with him on the bench. He can't play 48 minutes. It may be nights like that he does play 45 minutes, but they're going to have to find somebody else to create offense, and that's why you may have to play the Dion Waiters who can create for himself. J.R. Smith, obviously more of a standstill shooter, but they got to find. And now Kyle Kuzma becomes even more important offensively that he's back on his game.
So here's the reality of it, and you alluded to it, Antoine. Yeah, LeBron knows he's going to have to, in the biggest games, play around 44 to 45 minutes. That's what he's going to have to do. In the regular games, he's going to have to play 38 to 40 minutes. Luckily, he and Wilt Chamberlain are the 2 players in NBA history built to do that, so I think he'll be fine. But I have been as down on Rondo as anyone in the national media. A lot of people locally in Los Angeles have been ahead of this for over a year now. Nationally, I think it's starting to pick up some steam. But they still needed warm bodies, and they still needed guys who they knew had played in the playoffs. That's now removed from it. And you look at the other contenders, no other contender has lost even one rotation player. The Lakers have now lost 2 rotation players, which is why, Wilds, I'm making a proclamation today. I've thought about it long and hard because you and everyone always tries to say 6 rings, 6 rings. LeBron can't be the greatest ever until he has 6 rings. It's a facile argument, but I'll engage in it for this moment. We all know LeBron officially, unofficially got credit for 2 rings when he came back from 3-1 down and beat a 73-win team, sent Draymond crying to his car to call Kevin Durant. So right now he's at 4. Before the stoppage happened, the Lakers were playing their best ball of the season. They were healthy. The stoppage happens. They get, thrown off course. Giannis is able to get healthy. Other things happen that makes it harder. Then they lose Bradley. Yep. Now they've lost Rondo. When they win the title this year, it counts as another 2, which means LeBron and Jordan will both have 6 rings. What? 2 for the 73-win Warriors, 2 for this year, given all the injuries, 6 rings to 6 rings. So he's tied. I just want everyone to understand. What up, Antoine? What?
He tied up.
Anthony Davis is on the team too, Nick, okay? Don't just say it. He's not playing by himself. Anthony Davis is over there now.
Well, yeah, he's got to have a sidekick. He's got to have a sidekick. AD will also get 2 rings, okay? So fine. AD, you also get 2 rings if they win this year. LeBron gets 2, AD gets 2, everyone else gets 1.
Some of the worst math I have ever been a part of. And I got a 5 plus 1 plus 2. Let's take a turn, talk some football.
That's 6.
Cam Newton's latest Instagram video, to say he is fired up would be an understatement. First things first.
6 rings.